What's up, team? Well, today we are going to do a full body mobility workout. We're going to go nice and slow, but I promise after doing this sequence you're going to feel absolutely incredible. Let's get started by taking a big breath in, reaching up to the sky as tall as you can get. And as you breathe out, empty all the air in the lungs. 3 more times. Big breath in. Remember, the more you breathe in, the more you can exhale and breathe out. Starting to wake up that body. Reaching up as tall as you can and exhale. Just starting to move that body a little bit more. Last time. And exhale. Starting with the neck, we're just going to put our right ear to our right shoulder, trying to keep our body nice and strong and straight. We're going to reach our left hand down to the ground to get a beautiful stretch in our left side. Back to center, and as you breathe out, over to the other side. One more time each side. This time we're going to use our hand to draw that across, pushing this shoulder down and this hand towards the ground. Taking a big breath in as we come back up to center, and last time, big breath out. This time we're going to keep the neck here and go all the way down, chin to chest, and all the way to the side, trying to keep our body really straight, just isolating that neck. You can feel some little niggles in your neck where you're tight. Take note of which side, maybe one side is a little bit tighter than the other. We're going to go nice and slow all the way down and really try go all the way to the side. Go to your end range of motion, really pulling that shoulder back. One more time. Good, this time we're going to go all the way to the back. Again, keeping that core nice and engaged. And all the way to the back. Everything trying to stay as straight as possible, isolating that neck. If you want, try to have the energy coming through your hands, so you're reaching all the energy down here, all the energy towards the back. One more time. As you breathe out all the way to the back. Nice job, guys. Interlacing the hands, and we're going to put our chin to our chest, but we're going to push our head against our hands to get a beautiful stretch in our neck. Taking a big breath in, and chin to chest, pushing against the hands. Holding it for 3, 2, 1. And release. Grabbing your left hand, left elbow, pulling it all the way to the side. I like to get a nice little bend in my knees so while we're warming up our triceps, we're also just warming up our lower body a little bit. And release. Taking a big breath in and stretching the right tricep now, pulling that elbow all the way over. And taking a big breath in this time, reaching all the way up and pulling that left elbow all the way down as you breathe out. And last time, big breath in. And pull the right elbow all the way to the side. Onto the shoulders now. We're going to do 4 big rolls back and 4 big rolls forward. Breath in. 3, 4, and breathe out. 3, 2. Good. One more time, a little bit bigger, incorporating the arms. And back and forward. 3, 2, 1. Taking a big roll back. Our bum is going to go all the way down to the ground. Head is going to go up. We're going to come through the spine. Rolling back up nice and slow. Shoulder roll back, breath in, nice and slow, trying to arch that spine as much as we can as we come down. Coming up, opposite direction, trying to arch the spine. And big breath in, 2 more times. Breath out. And 1 more time, breath in. And big breath out. Straightening the knees up, and all we're going to do is make the legs a little bit wider. And we're going to reach up with the right hand, so your left hand comes on the ground to our right side, and we're reaching up, thinking we have a light in our collarbone, and the light is shining all the way around, twisting as much as we can, and back to center. Getting a double hamstring stretch here, shifting your weight a bit to the toes, other side. Back to center. Twisting around. Really think of twisting the whole torso around. Coming back to center and relax. Back to center. Last time. Big breath in as we twist. Back to center, relax. Last time. Back to center. Putting the feet closer together. And all we're going to do is take a big breath in as your heart comes up. And as you breathe out, try to bring your heart towards your shins, coming all the way down. Big breath in, shifting your weight into your toes. Hamstrings are parallel to the back. Core is a bit engaged. And breath out 2 more times. Big breath in, just hover those hands off the ground. And breath out. Last time. And big breath out. Putting the feet a bit closer together, so they're hip width apart, a bit closer than hip width apart. We're going to shift our weight into our toes, and we're going to come up so that our core is engaged and all of our leg muscles are pulled up. You can feel our quads, our hamstrings, our core is pulled up, and we're going to come up for 4, only to halfway, and then come all the way down. 3, 2, 1, hands on the ground and relax down. And coming back up again, shift your weight in your toes, core is engaged. 3, 2, 1, and 4. 3, 2, 1, relax and back up. Warming up your spine, warming up your core, legs are all engaged, and all the way back down. Last time. And coming up. 3, pulling up those knees, pulling up those quads, and down. Nice job, guys. Staying here, we're going to put our hands underneath our feet, getting our balance, shifting your weight into your toes, and trying to pull your elbows to the side as you pull yourself towards your legs. So heart to shins again. Going to take 1 big breath in, and big breath out, draw yourself closer. Let's do 1 more time. Big breath in. Big breath out, draw yourself closer. Nice, guys. Release your hands. Slowly rolling up. I'm going to get the hips really warm now. Starting with some hip openers now, shifting our weight into our left side. So our left glutes engaged, core is engaged. And we're lifting the knee up as much as we can from front, side, and all the way to the back, placing that foot down and coming all the way back, backside, front. Hold on to something if you need. We're going to do 4 on each side. Taking a big breath in, and big breath out, getting a balance. And 3, and 2. Last one. After this, we're going to go into a little sumo squat to exchange onto the other side. Sumo squat down, weight in your right side, and big breath in and out. Really lifting that knee up as much as you can. Think of your hip, it's a ball and socket joint. You want to take it through all the ranges of motion. 2 more times. Using your breath throughout the entire sequence today. Last one, coming down into a little sumo. Changing to the other side. This time we're going to go in and out like a figure of 8. Our left foot is slightly turned out again. All of those muscles are engaged on our left side. Arms in second, and we're going to go in, 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 and sumo squat down. Change to the other side. And in, and sumo squat down. One more time each side. And in. Core engaged to help you get your balance. And sumo squat down. And in, and all the way down. This time we're going to lift the knee up from front side back again. Back side front, coming down to a nice long lunge and twisting the shoulders around to get a nice stretch in the lower back as well. Take a big breath in. Breath out. Right leg goes behind us. Right hand comes in front. And lifting up. And we're going to thread that left hand through our arm here, or you can touch your elbow on the ground. Coming back up again. Breath in. Breath in. Out. One more time. Good. This time you're going to place both of your arms, if you can, in front of you. If not, just stay here, pushing those hips forward. Putting the knee, back knee on the ground, transferring your weight back. We're going to get a good stretch in our hip flexors. Now, we're going to think of tucking our right glute underneath us. Taking a big breath in. As we breathe out, tuck that glute underneath us. It seems like such a small movement, but you're going to be feeling it in the front of your hip here. If you're not feeling it yet, you can take a big breath in and stretch over to your left side. Or think of tucking this glute a little bit more underneath you. And we're just going to release it. 3 more times, breath in. And release. And breath in. This stretch is amazing if you're sitting at a desk all day, or you haven't exercised much, you want to get those hip flexors nice and released. 2 more times. And release. And hold for 3, 2, 1, and this time we're going to keep our hips straight like headlights on a car. We're flexing our foot so our toes are coming towards us, and we're going to go all the way down for 4 and then fall into a lunge for 4. Big breath in and 4, 3, 2, 1, and push those hips forward. Knee going over toes. 2, 1, coming back and 4, 3, 2, 1, and pushing those hips forward. 3, good. 2 more times. Do you feel our body warming up? I certainly do. And 4. If you want, you can keep your hands on your hips if you just want to focus on the body. Remember, trying to keep the hips as straight as possible here. We can release our hips here to get a full stretch. And coming. Last 1. And coming back to standing. Everything to the other side. Weight transferred and lifting up. And up. And stretching back. Left hand in front of us now and lifting up. And feeding it through. Lifting up. Feeding through. 2 more times. Remember, this light collarbone is coming around. And feeding. Lifting up. And feeding through. This time placing both hands on the ground. Or staying here. Really pushing those hips forward. Pushing the floor away with your hands. Putting that back knee down. And coming back to this position. Toes are coming towards us. Bring your 4 counts down. 4 counts through. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And push those hips forward. And 4. And forward. Knee over toes. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're going all the way to the end. Pushing those hips forward. Last one. Big breath in. Big breath out. Coming back into our nice kneeling position and tucking our left glute underneath us. Now taking a big breath in and tuck. And release. Breathe in and tuck that glute. Really feeling a beautiful stretch in your left side now. And release. 2 more times. Remember, you can take a big reach to your right side if you're still not feeling it yet. Release. Last one. Release. Hips straight, toes coming towards you and coming down. 2, 3, 4, and push. And down. 3 more times. And push. Take a big breath in. And big breath out into the lunge. 1 more time. And out. Nice job, guys. One last little hamstring stretch. Coming back into a lunge position. Both hands are in front of us. We're going to bring the back leg up. And we're going to step back into a nice, strong plank position. Pushing the floor away. And then stepping with the left leg forward and release. Push the floor away. Plank, core engaged, glutes engaged. Right leg forward. And plank. And left leg forward. Let's just do 2 more times. Nice strong plank. Right leg forward. Plank. Left leg forward. Staying in plank, putting the heels down on the ground, coming into downward dog. And just pushing your heels down into the ground. I'm going to come up onto a high demi point, curling the back, core engaged, and as we release, heels go down on the ground and head comes up. Big breath in, core engaged, calves are engaged, warming up those calves. Breath out. Breath in. And out. Warming up the back of the legs. So we're strengthening, coming up high onto demi point. As we breathe out, stretch down. 2 more times, breath in. And out. And in. And out. Nice job, guys. This time we're going to come up onto a high demi point, bending the knees, and we're going to snake through, so using your upper body strength to come all the way through, putting the hips down onto the ground, release the back legs, shoulders are coming down and lifting up. Hips down and coming all the way back through a really arched spine, reaching out and coming back to downward dog. We're going to do 3 more of these, nice and slow, up onto a high demi point, activate those calves, bend the knees, bend those elbows and snaking through, keeping the hips up this time, pushing the floor away, hips down and arch the back all the way back. Go guys, 2 more times. Nice and slow. If I'm going a bit too fast for you, go in your own time. Pushing the floor away, making sure our shoulders are pushing down into the ground. And arch back. 1 more time. Coming up high demi point, both calves really active. Bend those knees, snaking through. Hips down. This time we're going to stay here. And all we're going to do is lift the hips up off the ground and place them back. Coming up. And down. And up. Making sure the shoulders are pushing down. 2 more times. Up. And down. And up. And down. Throwing through. All the way back. Coming onto all fours just for a few cat cows. Hands are underneath our shoulders, We're pushing the tops of our feet against the ground as we come up, and then releasing them as we come down. So pushing the tops of the heels to come up, and as we breathe out, try to get as much arch in your spine as you can. 3 more times. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Out. 1 more time. And out. Let's do one more. To be safe. And out. And doing one more all the way up. And as you breathe out, arching that spine, tucking your toes underneath you, coming into downward dog again. Shifting our weight into our left side and releasing our right leg all the way to the back into a nice penché. Now it doesn't matter how high your leg goes, but just try and push it up as much as you can. We're going to start the movement from rotation of the right heel. So rotating all the way down to kiss your foot, and then you're bringing it from the side all the way back up again. And 3 more times. 2 more times. Go on your own pace. If I'm going a bit fast. Last one, remember, rotate with that heel. Activating those glutes as well. And back to downward dog, shifting your weight to your right side, and this time lifting your left leg to the sky. Starting the rotation from the left heel this time, all the way down, kiss your feet, and push that leg up 3 more times. Really try and think of someone's pulling your leg out and rotating it. You're gonna get all that synovial fluid in your hip joints. It's gonna help prevent any injuries. It's gonna make you feel amazing. All the way back up. Nice job, guys. Coming into downward dog again and releasing down to the ground. All we have left to warm up is our feet and our ankles, and then we're already done. We're going to start just by sitting on the ground, and all we're going to do, sounds a bit silly, we're going to pull each toe individually out of its little socket. The secrets of the ballet world that so many ballerinas do to warm up their feet. We always forget about warming up our feet when we do a warm up. And then you're going to do little circles with each toe. Especially that big toe, it's a big joint. And then you're going to grab your toes and pull them around to get a beautiful stretch. So we're going up onto demi point, and nice and strong and flexible. And 3 more times. 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that position, you can either put your fingers in between your toes or just hold your toes like this, holding your ankle stable and then moving that ankle around. Just like any joint, we need to get synovial fluid in our joint. And for dancers and for all of our training, we do need to get synovial fluid in our ankle joint as well. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Placing that foot underneath us. And we're just going to come forward, so our fingers are facing forward, and we're just going to come forward to get a stretch in the top part of the foot. Drawing that knee towards the ground and then coming back up. Making sure we're not just stretching the toes, but we're really stretching the top of the foot. Coming forward, and back, and forward, and back. One more time. And back, and holding it for 3, 2, 1, and releasing. We're going to release the back of the ankle here. You're going to place your left hand on the back of your right ankle, and all we're going to do is push that knee over the toes. So we're just releasing the back of the ankle. I'm going to do 4, 3. Everyone feels this differently, so you may need to bring your knee all the way over, or you may want to keep your heel pressed down in the ground and just stay here. Really making sure our knees driving directly over our toes though. And last one. This is going to help with all of our jumps in ballet, all of our foot and ankle flexibility. Onto the other side, pulling each toe out of the socket and circling each one, especially that big one. And grabbing all of our toes, stretching them out as much as you can and pushing them down. 3 more times. 2 and 1, grabbing the ankle by the left hand, moving that ankle around, starting to wake up those ankles. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Coming onto our side and pushing those toes, putting those toes underneath us, hands facing forward and pushing forward. More times. Forward and holding it there for 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to come this way this time to show you, grabbing the right hand, left ankle, right hand, and coming forward. Release. 3, 2, 1, knees coming right over toes, heel on the ground. Nice job, guys. I hope your whole body is feeling absolutely incredible.
Brand new street and brand new me, side by friends I need. Don't you tell me that you're in town, I already know. Couple days ago